hopefully 2018-19 does have this, but actually I kind of doubt it. But anyways, DPont nodes, the render buffer, and let's hook the color into the bloom. So the way you do this, of course, is at dpkit, and you add the render buffer, and then you add the bloom. You can also mask objects here, but I'm not going to get into that right now. What you do then is basically put this one in between these two guys. Now you don't need these hooked or checked on, but anyway, it's kind of tricky to uncheck these guys if you use a tablet. Right, so the image filter, make sure it's active, and yeah, luminous region, and we could just render that, and it looks like this, and it definitely seems like nothing is going on. But what you got to do here, it seems strange, but what you got to do here is you gotta, well, for example, lower this one, and now when you render, you'll see some bloomy stuff. So page up and down to go in between these guys. Let's render this with a new setting. Uncheck that to see what it used to look like. Okay, that's not much of a difference. You should have this one to 20. Yeah. So certainly, yeah, you can see it's much less bloomy. It's up to you how you go about it. Also just the high threshold, of course. Yeah. I'm not going to get it too much into this, but quality mid, yeah. Well, it doesn't really matter all that much. Well, just test different things. You can also use star patterns and stuff like that. Streaks. Okay, I guess that doesn't really show here, but let's set it to 400. Ah, they crashed. God dang it. Why? Why you do this? But the reason why I did it because when I use Corona, it actually I could just show you the settings I had for Corona. Quite good settings, and if I render now, it's pretty neat. The problem is that I mean, if you got motion blur on, then it's going to take forever, and even without motion blur, it's going to take forever. So I mean, it takes a very long time for a somewhat complex scene. It just takes forever really to render it. So no choice but to use DPont's bloom. That looks fine, and that looks very good, so I'm quite satisfied with that. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not quite sure yet how to get somewhat the same look in DP Bloom. You can see that it's way darker in the dark areas. So let's see. Maybe I have to push this one up. There's a preview down here, but it's damn small. So, oh, you know what? Let's see. If I double click on this one, I hit Viper. Let's see if it can render. Yeah, kind of. Is that the same? Almost. So yeah, you can actually use, well, if you're in 11.6, then you can use Viper to preview this stuff. I'm not sure if 2018-19 has it. I don't think so. So, but this, yeah, it doesn't really update automatically, I think. Let's see. Well, let's just go with this then. Oh, it does. Cool. Nice. I never noticed. At least in 11.6 2015, you should be able to preview this. So that's very good. I mean, why haven't I done that before? Yeah, so now I can actually use that Corona as a reference. And you can see what this looks like. Color modulation. Yeah, you can pretty much see what that does. So I think I'm going to set it to 0. Maybe I can even set, let's see, -20. Yeah, it's going the other way. Okay, here you got multiply and you got additive. That looks the same. Oh, okay. Yeah, well, you just keep on tweaking this and tweaking it and tweaking it. Not sure. Yeah, right now I'm just trying to match it with this one, and that's pretty close. These guys don't matter all that much, it seems. Save the scene because it can crash. What else? Yeah, we got a color tool. Let's see. I think it's a color tool. Yeah, that changes the contrast, brightness, etc. You can hook that in here and hook this one into that, and you can see that Corona took away some of the colors, so I want to do the same actually. So I can set it to 50. That's, yeah, too high, 80. So now these guys are, well, they're not identical, but not that far away, I guess. You could keep on tweaking and tweaking. But yeah, cool. So Viper actually works in 11 and 2015. And again, the reason why I'm skipping Corona is because it's just way too slow, and Bloom is, well, you see that it's quite limited. So the DPont node image filter with Bloom is going to do the trick. If I were to activate Corona, it would take 20 minutes to render on or 20 or 30 minutes to render on this machine. So let's just turn off the limited region. And also this is a post effect, so it will add the effect at the very end. So I think it should be fairly quick if you use motion blur and depth of field as well. By the way, when you use limited region, you might be a bit tricked into, because of the pixel size. Yeah. But okay, this is, well, it's not quite what I want, but this is 42 seconds, and if I did that with Corona, it would take 30 minutes, 13 minutes or 20. Okay, didn't mean for this video to be that long, but seconds. So if I toggle between these guys, you can see the difference. Of course, this is way overboard, but you know, should give you the idea on how to do it. Let's see, this one. This is not going to look good. But let's try it. For this to look good, I would have to up the motion blur passes, and I would have to up the minimum passes. Just making sure that this works nicely with a DPont bloom filter plugin. And it does. Okay. I'll leave it at that.